All my sweetie pies. How y'all doing this morning? Auntie Judy here. I probably told y'all this before, but it's something that crawled up my crawl, and it's a big thing over here in the United States that's going on. And I'm pretty sure it's probably happening everywhere. But mostly here in the United States, we have this big old problem about people, coming over here with no papers, and people being brought over as children with no papers and stuff. Now, here is my thing. Why is it, excuse me, I'm a little bit under the weather today. Why are people making such a big deal about this? I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but then again, I'm not. I agree with our president on this one. Um, if you come over here to live here in the United States, or anywhere for that matter, you need your paperwork. Why is it okay for you to think that it's okay to come over here illegally, and then we sit up there and say, oh, it's okay, honey, come on in and sit and pull you up a chair? It doesn't go that way, people. And I understand that the children involved, because we have other countries beside us that brings their children over here too. Well, here's my view about that one. My view, I know I'm going to lose a lot of friends over this, but it just goes to show that my friends that I do lose won't really my friends, because they're very shallow, because this is just my opinion, okay? If you come over here, I don't care if you bring your daughter, your son, your children, I don't care. As long as they have the papers, who cares? The problem I have is the people that's over here illegally. If you've been over here, like some of these people that are out here protesting and stuff, they're like in their 20s. They're in their 20s, or they're in their late 20s. Some of them are even like in their 30s. You have plenty of time to go up there and apply for your paperwork. That's my whole thing. All you have to do is go to the INS, explain to them your situation, and say, look, they sit up there. I was over here when I was little. My mom and daddy brought me over. Please just let me stay. I'm here to sit up there and fill out my paperwork because I'm 18 now. So I'm here to fill out my paperwork. Don't worry about your mom and daddy. They're grown ass people. They can take care of themselves. But it really annoys the hell out of me, because these people are taking jobs away from law-abiding citizens. You know what I'm saying? People that are born here, or people that here legally. To me, if you can sit up there, if 5 people from a country comes over, 4 of them have their papers, how come that one can't get their papers? I understand it costs a lot of dinero. I understand it costs a lot of money. But at the same time, the money that you spend to have this daggone truck driver drive you over here illegally, you could use that money to get your papers. I mean, seriously, you pay $2,000 or $3,000 to this person. It don't cost $2,000 or $3,000 to get your paper. Okay, all it costs is just to go up there and fill out paperwork. Here's the fee for it. Please let me come over to your country. You just have to wait a minute, get a visa, come over here, get your paperwork and everything else. But this business coming over here illegally, I'm sorry, I don't have any. I ain't lying. I don't feel sorry for you one daggone blooming bit. My husband came over here. He got his little paperwork done. He got all of his T's crossed and I's dotted and everything else. And now he is a United States citizen. But before he came over here, he had all of his daggone papers. He got his paperwork done and everything else. I mean, granted, when he first came over here, he was to visit. But while he visited, he sit up there, got all of his paperwork done and stuff, and he's a United States citizen. Now, I just don't understand. Why do we have people over here that's been here 20, 25 years and stuff, and ain't got no papers? Huh? I think INS should have somebody to go around. Trump is absolutely right about this one. They should have somebody go around and checking for papers. Certain people, not the daggone popo that says that they could give me for a DUI or anything like that. No, I'm talking about somebody from INS that knows exactly what they're looking for and knows exactly what they need to do on that level. They need to go around and sit there and check for papers and stuff. And they need to sit up there and go and raid these people that don't have this daggone papers. If you don't have a permission to work here, or visa to visit, or you're not a United States citizen, or you're not a resident, or a United States citizen by a piece of paper, then your ass needs to be out of here. That's all you need. You need to have a visa to visit, or even a work visa. That's okay with me too, because you got your paperwork. Or you need to have your residency card. That's okay. You don't have to be a citizen. You don't have to, but you got that residency card to say you have permission to be over here. That's okay. Or if you decide to go all the way like my husband did and become a United States citizen. Three things: visa, or you sit there, that's for permission to work or whatever, or residency or citizenship. I'll be happy as pie. But coming over here illegally, no. And don't bother filling out paperwork and stuff. And y'all live 6 or 7 people to a daggone 1-bedroom apartment. And y'all shipping money back over yonder. Yeah, I do have problems with that. I really do. And I do have problems with y'all using somebody else's social security number. And I do have problems with y'all even using dead people's social security number. I have problems with fake birth certificates and stuff like that. Oh, yes, I have problems with a lot of that stuff. So, my whole point is, don't be hating on Trump because he finally got something right. I don't care what anybody says. It's my opinion. I've always said in the back of my mind, if you don't have those 3 things that I mentioned before, you need to carry your happy ass back to where you came from. I don't care how rough things are over yonder where you come from. My whole point is that this is the United States. You're supposed to have all your paperwork and stuff. And that's a law here. So therefore, you need to obey the law. That's all I have to say. But anyway, enough of that. I need to go right now. Tired of the rant. My throat is getting hurt. So, remember, everybody, all my sweetie pies, y'all say sweet. Sorry about this daggone same old thing rant. But my sweetie pies, y'all stay sweet. And always remember, hey, Auntie Judy loves you. Yes, indeed, she does. Bye-bye.